That's so quiet. All right, now on steel. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Wingate Solutions. I hope you're doing well. Today's video is gonna be a fun one. We're gonna be talking about the Dead Air Mask HD 22 suppressor. One of my favorite cans. So, all right, let's get after it. All right, so this is gonna be a quick video. It's gonna be a little bit of a review, more of just a showcase, a little bit of my opinion on this Dead Air Mask HD. So if you want like specs and all that stuff, probably going to look elsewhere for that because I'm not going to get into specs, especially stuff you can just look up on the manufacturer's website. This is going to be more of my experiences with the can. 22 cans in general, really. This one is awesome because it's serviceable. So you can pull the baffles out, clean them, which you have to do on a rimfire can because of the fouling. So it's going to have lead in there. It's going to be all gunked up. So every once in a while, every couple hundred rounds, I honestly don't do it that often. It's between like 500 and 1,000 rounds. Probably I'll pull this thing apart and give it a good cleaning. And I haven't had it get so gummed up that I haven't been able to get it apart. You could, if it was, if the baffles were stuck in there, you could just take like a wooden dowel and gently tap them out. But I haven't even had to do that yet. Just a really nicely designed can. And again, I'm not going to get too much into the features, but comes with a end cap removal tool. And from there, it's real easy to take it apart. And I love it. It's my only 22 can, so I can't speak on comparing it to others, but it's quiet. These things are awesome. If you shoot 22s, which I advise, they're fun. They're a good training tool, and I've had other videos on that, and I'll probably put out some more 22 related content just because I enjoy shooting them. And if you're trying to get new people into shooting, 22s are great for that. They're good for teaching people the fundamentals. It's good for giving them a really fun first experience shooting rifles and pistols in 22. Less recoil, less noise, especially with the can. And you get somebody that's on the fence about getting into guns, you're going to give them a really good experience if you're running something like this with them. And then being a bolt gun, teaching them manual of arms of that, throw the bipod down, have them sit on a bench or prone, and it's a very controlled environment for teaching somebody the fundamentals without them like swinging around a rifle or handgun, pointing at people when they shouldn't be. But so I like this as a training tool for new shooters, but I've been shooting forever and I still have a blast shooting this sort of thing. So, and I'll get more into this build maybe in a different video if you guys want to see that. But Ruger American 22, awesome rifle. And this can is just really fun. So, all right, I'm going to try to keep this kind of concise. I get a little wordy, as you guys know. I'm going to shoot a handful of different rounds for you guys. Hopefully the mic picks it up at least kind of decent what it sounds like. I can tell you this is quiet. That's why I also like running these on a bolt gun, because there's no action at cycling under recoil. So you're going to hear the firing pin smacking and that's it. And if you're shooting at a steel target, you're going to hear that steel target ring. But the actual round is so quiet out of these, especially if you're using a lower powered ammo, which I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot some, probably 2 brands of subsonic. I'll do CCI standard velocity, which is my go-to for this. That's what I zero it for. That's pretty quiet, but it still has a little bit more velocity than the subsonics. And I'll also shoot some like higher velocity, just bulk pack ammo as well. Give you guys a little bit of a feel for what this thing sounds like. And hopefully it comes across okay on the audio. All right. So first up is going to be a Remington subsonic load. I've had this forever. It's not going to work well in anything but a bolt gun because it'll turn everything into a single shot because it's that low powered. It's probably like 700 feet per second, something like that. So I'm going to shoot a few just up into the dirt, and then I'll shoot a couple onto steel that's about 40 yards away, kind of give you a sound difference for that. Hope if I turn the safety off. That one's a little louder. All right, I'll throw it on steel. Cool. Hopefully that sounded pretty good. I'll switch these mags out, go grab the next one up, and then we'll keep going. All right, this is going to be the CCI Quiet 22. I took the mic off just because I feel like it was messing up the audio with shooting this thing. It wasn't really doing it justice. So hopefully this works, and you guys can hear more accurate like volume to this. It's kind of crazy quiet. But CCI Quiet 22. I'll send a few just up into the dirt. I can literally hear just the firing pin smacking, and you hear a little bit of audible downrange when it hits the dirt. That's about it. Now I'll do it on steel. Yeah, that's awesome. Really quiet stuff. I have to do a little testing with the quiet ammo as far as point of aim, point of impact at various distances, just because it is such a low powered round. It's like 710 feet per second is what it says on the box, which I haven't chronoed it to see obviously what it would be like out of this guy, 18-inch. But I typically use CCI standard velocity, which I'll show you guys next, and that's my go-to. I found it to be kind of the sweet spot where it's quiet, readily available, cheap, and still able to kind of stay flat enough for me to shoot this thing at like 22 distances. So all right, we'll do that next. All right, so yeah, next is that CCI standard velocity. This is my preferred ammo because it's very consistent, groups well with this gun, and it's just well-rounded ammo. So a couple into the dirt. And steel. Cool. All right, and now just some Federal bulk pack, like higher velocity 22 ammo, basically Plinken ammo and a brick, you know. So this is going to be the most cost effective to shoot. It's going to have a little more bite to it just because of the length of the barrel. Still quiet, but if you're looking for kind of that sweet spot again, I would say that CCI standard velocity is the best. Let's see what this stuff sounds like. It's good for Plinken. Way different. So hopefully that comes across. Actually, I forgot how loud that was out of this. It's been a while since I shot the bulk pack through this gun. So there you go. If you're going to shoot a 22 in a rifle form, go for that CCI standard velocity, just because it sounds great. And for the price, I think it's the best bang for your buck for getting a quiet ammo. Unless you're really trying to go like BB gun quiet, you're going to be a little quieter with that quiet 22, but CCI standard velocity is the way to go. All right, I'll probably do a little more shooting then, and we'll wrap this up. All right, real quick, let's talk hearing protection with 22s. Advise that you wear hearing protection. Now, when I was shooting the quiet 22 and the standard velocity, it is literally like quiet. Like, it's not even a snap or a crack. Even the audible downrange is hitting the dirt. You hear a thump or hit the steel. The steel rings with a little bit, but I'm at a distance where it's probably like very, very hearing safe. So that's a little different. If I'm shooting standard velocity, I'm not going to wear ears. And that's going to be personal preference, so do what you want. Not a bad idea to wear them anyway, especially if you're wearing electronics. But running that higher velocity 22 ammo, it has a snap to it. Over time, it's still probably going to do something to your hearing. It's not enough to like ring your ears, but it's kind of like riding a lawnmower or something like that. Its duration and intensity, that sort of thing, is going to eventually affect your hearing. So if you're going to shoot it a ton with the higher velocity stuff, which I don't really see a point in doing, if you're going to get a can, just spend a few extra cents on the standard velocity and have nice quiet ammo. That way you actually have purpose behind it, is my opinion. But yeah, the higher velocity, like bulk pack, it still rings pretty loud. So that's just something for you guys. All right, I threw my my cheap budget microphone back on just so you guys can then hear. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference. I'm kind of curious to see how much it changes the audio, but I'm just shooting that quiet 22 again because I have a decent amount of it up here. So do a little plinking. That's so quiet. All right, now on steel. Little jam. Crazy. So this is just going to demonstrate just how quiet it is. So this first round is going to be a live round, and then I'm just going to dry fire it on empty chamber for you guys, just so you can hear. I'll just put up into the dirt. I think it's actually louder just hearing the firing pin hitting nothing than hitting the brass. Pretty wild. All right, so I'll finish this up with just some CCI standard velocity then, just to end it, just give you a little feel for that again. But in general, guys, I'd buy this again in a heartbeat. If you're on the fence about getting a 22 can, they're awesome. Now, you know, if you have the budget for it, you got some spare cash laying around, and you want to buy another NFA item, especially now with the wait times coming down, I'd get a 22 can if you don't have one. If you shoot 22s, for the million reasons I already said, so I won't be too redundant on that. We'll just get back to shooting this thing for a second. You can definitely hear the standard velocity hits with a little more oomph when you hear it hitting the steel. When I'm just shooting it up into the berm, I actually don't notice much to my ear difference between the quiet 22 subsonic and the standard velocity, which is kind of like in between subsonic and high velocity 22. Like it's just like right in the middle there, which is why I like it. But I don't notice much of a difference, so I would run the standard velocity over the subsonic, and that's again for it to have a little more range to it, where I don't have as quick of a drop off. Because I definitely notice I got to hold pretty high on these steel targets that are at like 40-ish yards, and it's pretty good size steel. I got to hold up a little bit so that it smacks it, but with the standard velocity, I'm good to go. And into the dirt again. That one had a little oomph to it. Cool. All right, wrap it up. Probably go to the outro now. All right, guys, that's going to conclude the video. I really appreciate you watching all the way through. It means a lot. If you like this content, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up, that like button. Share if you want. Subscribe if you're not already, and consider throwing a comment down below. I really enjoy reading them. If you want to support us any further, you can head over to our website. That is wingatesolutions.llc.com. Handmade by me and my wife. Minimalist 2-point adjustable rifle slings, and also sling retention straps and some other stuff we have in the pipeline to be released on there shortly. And if you're on Instagram, go check us out on there at Wingate Solutions. That's where I'll drop new colorways and kind of up-to-date stuff for you over there, so you can kind of see what's going on. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Hopefully you got something out of it, or at least got some entertainment value. All right, till next time, get out and train.